Sorry for that inconvenience. Yeah, again, internet cut out, but we're back. But like I was saying, he was so nice because I just got there and I think I was about 7 or 8 at the time, and I was like, okay, this might be a little bit fun. So we started doing we all they were instructors or whatever. They weren't instructors, but they were like advisors to watch us, and we'd all play games and stuff, and we'd all get points for participation. No, I don't know. If you played a game, you'd get points. If you did very good, you'd get points. And since I was a very competitive person, I played every single game. And I literally have never seen so many people gather around me. I'm not kidding. I fell and I scraped my knee, and this is it wasn't concrete, hard, bumpy, scaly concrete. It was smooth concrete, but I skidded my knee on the ground, and it was just a bunch of 8 to 10-year-olds surrounded me, and I was just sitting there looking up. I was too mesmerized by how many people were there to actually even check if I was okay than to even feel the pain. So it was kind of just I was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was majorly bleeding and just didn't feel it. It was I bled a little. So I kind of feel I was just amazed how many people came to see it, if I was okay. But that's when I knew I needed to have I didn't need, but I wanted a little bit of a bigger friend group, because at the time I only had 2 friends, and then I kind of made then now I only have maybe 10 friends, but I like it that way. It's a small friend group, and I'm comfortable with that. But at the time I had 2 to 3 friends, and yeah. So it's kind of is that I realized that I was oh my gosh, there's so many people that play these games like me, how I play games, competitive. And I was oh my gosh, there's so many competitive people. And then I realized there's so many people online. So I tried to get online on my Xbox 360. Didn't work that well, and then I finally got it to work. And and then I was okay, this is really fun. And then Xbox Live card ran out, but I never got it again because I was young. I mean, I wasn't insanely young, but I was young enough to get hurt by people on Xbox 360. And so I was okay, I really don't like this. A lot of people are mean. So then I didn't play that for a while. I finally we got a Wii. I played that all the time, and then we got another Wii, the Wii U, and I played that a lot. and there was people online there, I just couldn't talk to them. So I was fine with that, and I really enjoyed it. And that's when I realized I loved online, because you'll never know who you meet. And that's kind of how I enjoyed gaming. And then I realized I could reach a lot of people by streaming, and I started streaming, and that's when I noticed that I really want to do this. So honestly, if like if I didn't stream, it would be because I didn't have faith in myself. A lot of people, my teacher even said, I'm extremely hard on myself. Like, if I don't get something, like I said, I'm very competitive. So if I don't do something the right way, or if I'm just like doing something wrong and I can't get it, I will feel bad. Like, I will be so hard on myself, and it's like unexplainable how hard I am on myself. And I don't know. So like, if I never did streaming, it would be because I didn't have faith in myself. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be because I didn't have faith. So yeah. But then I realized that with help, I could do it. And like, I don't have a lot of friends that are like extremely big on YouTube or anything. But I definitely okay, whatever. But I play games because that's what always makes me happy. I'm just not good at it. And last night I literally, the only way I could talk to my dad if I stayed up all night. That's the only way I could. So I stayed up until I couldn't stay up anymore, which was at 2:55. And guess what time he had to be at work? He had to be at work, like, well, he didn't have to be at work, he had to wake up at like 3 o'clock. And I fell asleep right before, but I was just lucky enough to see him before, like after, because he had to, like, since he drives truck, there's like always something that might be different. So something switched up a little bit, and we had to go pick him up and like take him to this rental place. And when we did get him, I said what I needed to say, which was love you and stay safe, like I usually do. But I mean, just gaming has always been my getaway. I'm not gonna lie, it's always been my getaway. I fucking hate this kid. But it's always been my getaway from either stress I'm dealing with or just, I don't know, if I just wanted to go have fun or if I just wanted to do it. And that's why I've loved it so much. Like, if something ever, like, one day, my dad, before he worked for, like, driving, like, he drove, he, like, used the pressure washer and was like, he, cut his finger, and I didn't know that yet. And so I randomly heard this. Come on, Ben, we gotta go to the hospital or something. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, Dad's hurt. And I was like, how bad? And he didn't tell me until we got there. So I was like freaking out. And I finally heard that he just cut his finger. But it's just like, I don't know, small things like terrify me, I guess. Cause that could have hit something like a crucial organ and I couldn't have even known, you know what I mean? But that's why I try to like cherish every moment I have with family, because you never know. So it's kind of like, yeah. And when I got stitches, I was just trying to make myself food, and I cut into my hand. Cause like, it was terrifying because at first I didn't even feel it. All I felt was a little bit of liquid rushing down my hands. Little did I know that was fudging blood. And when that happened, like, that was my first time ever getting, well, not really, it wasn't actually. I was a little baby when I first got stitches. But, that was like my first time ever really remembering the pain of it. Because when I was younger, I fell off out of my bed, and I hit my eye, and I have stitches there now. And, I don't remember the pain at all, because, like, I was obviously really young, and it was, like, several years ago. But that was, like, the first time it happened to me, and that's why I really freaked out, so, yeah. But, like, cause literally, me and Jasper were literally playing random, squads. We were literally playing random squads, and a kid goes up to me, and he says, your mom and brother are, like, dead. I was like, I literally said, you can shut up, because my family actually were, like like I said, my brother is in the military and my mom works at a hospital. And that really irritated me. Because it wasn't the fact that he said it, it's the audacity that he could say it. Because what is he doing? He's not out fudging. He's not out fudging, like, taking care of people in a hospital and still having the chance to, like, get the virus. Neither am I, but it's a family member that is for me. And that's why it's so different for me to say that. Like, if I said that to him, he would probably, like, be like, you think you're so funny. But to me, that was actually really offensive, because when I was younger, I was always very realistic. I was always prepared. Like, I always had dreams of someone very close to me dying. And for some reason, the ones where I died in it felt the best. I don't know why, they just did. They felt the best to me instead of, because like I've always said, like, I'm playing with the shield. I've always said, like, I've always thought in my head, I will protect my family. And I will. I really will. And I've always had, I've always protecting my family. And if it's like me dying, it feels so much better than to see a family member die, because the pain of it is just taken away, and the pain of everything was taken away. Like, when I'm, like, if I fall in a dream, I feel like I'm honestly falling. I feel like when I wake up, I feel like I'm still falling. And I honestly want to know what happens if I continued that dream. I really want to know what happens. What? What? I even slid. But, like, I've always felt like I've had a purpose to protect people and make them happier, because, like, say, since I've always had, like, kind of like, when I was younger, I had such a sensitive heart, and now I've felt like kind of like a lot of pain, and I kind of like, it feels like I've just built a huge shed out over it. And I still feel I don't know, I just still feel the same, I guess. I mean, like, I feel like I'm more vulnerable. I don't know why, I just do. And I keep that big shed there because I never know when something's gonna happen. So I'm just protecting myself for what could happen, because it's just like I feel like if I like say I didn't and like I lost a very close friend to me, I would most likely feel a lot worse. Luckily I haven't. You can mark a door. Well, luckily I haven't, but if I did, it would feel so much worse. That's why I kind of build something like metal around me. Well, around at least my heart, because like people always say your heart is where your feelings are at. But really, it's mostly the mentality. And I feel like once I, like, say, like, I felt a lot of pain, and I still do. It's just, a lot of it I've learned to tolerate it. And, like, yeah, Valentine's is, like, heart stuff and everything, and I don't like Valentine's, but if I honestly had to say, like, people always are like, you have such a cold heart, and like they don't say it to me, but like people are always like, you have a cold heart, or you don't have feelings, or a lot of girls even say to a lot of guys that you don't have feelings, so what does it matter to you? And do you know how much that tears down that person? They could be at a skyscraper as tall as Willis Tower, and you fudging take them down to what? A fudging like little apartment. That can tear down someone so much. And I just don't get how people can even say that to someone. Like, to say, you don't have feelings, so if I do this, it doesn't matter. Or guys don't have feelings, so if I do this, it doesn't matter. Honestly, if someone, say I posted a video on TikTok or Instagram saying, girls don't have feelings, so what does it matter? Do you know how much hate I would get? Because I've seen, like, I know they don't have the power to do it, but why you get your heart broken once? Like, say a girl gets her heart broken once and then takes it out on all the other men that she meets besides that one guy, and the only reason she gets her heart broken is because she picked a guy that gets fudging F's on everything, stupid, they do drugs and everything. That's why you got your heart broken, because you picked the wrong person. But then there's people that finally let someone in, and then you turn around and do the same thing that one guy did to them, to you. I mean, and they call us ruthless. It's not right. Like, honestly, I've basically, everything in my mind makes me kind of like, I make it to where if I get mad, I don't take it out on someone or something. What I do is I take that and I do something to change my anger, such as video games, laying down and just like kind of just thinking about what would have happened if I let all that anger go on someone. If I did that, like when I used to have like extremely bad anger issues when I was younger, there would probably be people that like wouldn't trust me. Like someone that I hated in kindergarten, their parents own a farm, and well, like they didn't hate me exactly in kindergarten. Their parents own a farm, and like even said, like my parents went like to a restaurant and met they didn't like intentionally do that. They like ran into each other. They were talking about like me, and they even said after me like not liking someone in kindergarten, like just not very like just them annoying me so much, and they still like they want me to like I don't know, like cuz my parents literally said that when I get older, they would like me to work at their farm. And I'm like, okay, like, but when basketball started and everything kind of just like went so well for me, I was doing so fudging good. You have no clue. I was doing amazing. I was happy. I was like, I don't know. I was happy, like mostly I was happy. And I don't know. I like the end of 5th grade right before the stupid COVID was the best that I've had, and like the best I've felt in so long. And when I feel happy, which I haven't felt in such a long time, when I feel happy, if I say I'm happy, I really like whoever is either making me happy or I'm doing something that makes me happy, you truly know I am happy, because I feel like I am never happy. And when I feel like that, like she always said, well, what makes you happy? And I said, video games. I love playing video games. I'm just not good at it. If I ever become good at video games, I will forever feel like I'll be so happy. But once I'm doing something, like say I'm in fudging, let's say I'm playing Fortnite, and I get into a tournament. Something always comes along, or something makes me so happy, something always comes along to kind of just like say, nope, you know what I mean? And that makes me want to just, like, I could honestly just let all this pain go right now but I don't want to do it the way that I'm talking about. And if I did, I mean, I would never do it, obviously, but like, I just feel like I don't know. I honestly just want to be happy, but it feels so hard for me to do that, and I have no clue why. So that's all I want to do. I just want to be happy. And I'm having a good time in Warzone, I'm having a good stream, or it's just something along the lines of that would make me so happy, but something would always come along to ruin it. And I feel like that's what would happen. I mean, I know that's what would happen. Cause like, it's just, I know it. And that's why when I am either having fun, when I'm having fun, because I barely feel like I'm ever happy, when I'm having fun, I make sure, I try my best to make sure nothing happens to ruin that. And like, okay, whatever. Like, I barely ever have good streams, to be honest. Most I've had is literally just 2. Most views I've had is probably like 23, but that's off stream. Like when I'm not actually streaming, that's just a video. And yeah, I'm thankful, but it's like, I want to like, like if I could be happy, like honestly be happy, feel happy, I would literally just, I don't know, I would just love to feel the feeling of happiness, because like the things that I want to make me happy are very hard to attain. Like to have a good match in Warzone and me actually be good at something. Like sometimes I honestly feel like I'm not good at anything. Like the reason I stopped playing Fortnite really is because I can't compete with people. Like at all. I can't compete with people that sit there and crank and creative all day, or I can't compete with people who watch clicks, and I can't. It's impossible for me. I know how I said I'm very competitive, but sometimes I just want to give up. And Fortnite really put me in a low spot, and Warzone was kind of the game that brought me back into a decently good mood. And that's why I play it. And yeah, I die all the time because I'm not good at it. But it's a lot funner than Fortnite, and it takes my mind off of everything. everything, and I'm talking about literally everything. Like, say something happened, like, I don't know, if I got really upset or mad, like if something happened that really just tore me down, video games would make it so much better. Because they've always done that. And that's why I love playing them. I'm sorry to like kind of feel like all, I guess, depressed or whatever, but I can't, like when I stream, I do feel happy, and I don't want you guys to think, oh, he's not happy when he streams, because I am, and I love streaming, but it's hard to make other people happy when I can't make myself happy. And if I could, like, if I could just be like just a little bit of happy for an hour, I'd do anything. Well, not anything, but like I would find out what would make me happy, and I'd do that all the time because I just want to be happy, and it's so hard for me, and I have no clue why. Just cluster strike me? It's just... If I could just be a part of something. Like when I was playing basketball, I felt the best. Like I said, COVID came and ruined that, really. Or when I was like, after basketball even, I was having such a good time. And I always feel like something just has to come and ruin it. And that's why I really just, I want to be happy, but I don't. Because I know something's gonna ruin it. So that's why I made the mentality to basically try not to be happy. I try to have fun, but I don't want to be happy because I know something's gonna come and ruin it. And like 2 days ago, I went to a friend's house and I had fun, but the first thing they asked me was, why do I look so sad and depressed? And I just kept saying nothing because I honestly didn't want them to know. But I know nobody's seeing this right now, and I know nobody will, but like I really just want to talk to someone. And I know like I could talk to my mom or my dad. Well, not really my dad, but my mom. But I don't know. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Like, even if someone does see this, it's not like it matters. I'm just gonna end the stream, so. See you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day and stay safe.